I welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries, educationists, and it's my privilege to have you all on the panel. The discussion, empowering the next generation, so Generation Alpha. Learning through innovation and experiential methods. So I would like to start with Professor Joshi.
Okay, first of all, I feel really privileged to be here among all the educationists. Well, as somebody said, and I like that school is where the character is being built, and university is where the career is. So
Absolutely.
we get all the ready-made material, we only shape it. So maximum efforts are being made in the school, and that is, I think, is the reality. So I salute all of you for giving us the raw material, which already has been, framed, and we only give them little bit of directions.
So sir, क्या हाँ यही मैं पूछना चाह रही थी, आप हमसे और क्या चाहते हैं?
नहीं, आप बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं.
Wow! Can we have a big round of applause for each one of us?
And
Thank you, sir.
when I was a student, at that time, we used to have Xerox machine. That was the greatest thing that we had. There was no photocopying, was not so popular. It was started when I joined the college. So that was a time when we had to sit in the library, we had to read the books, we have to make the notes. And some of senior people will agree with me, like how difficult that was.
Yes, sir, I've been a part of it.
And in case we have to copy, then we had to use carbon papers. So those were the days. And most of the things that we learned was experiential at that time. So rather than, students are getting cooked up material that we are getting, in ChatGPT and all those kind of innovations that we have, they are good in one sense. But I think experiential learning is very, very important. So I would say that, like we had this habit of having projects, giving projects to students,
Correct.
especially in the teams. So this is a great way of learning, where they are trying to do something original, not through internet. Original, the teachers can take them somewhere and they are witnessing something, and then they are asked to write on that. I think these kind of nurturing, these kind of learning to students are great, and they really would make them, good scholars, maybe good human beings as well. So this is as far as the experience is concerned.
I agree,
I
sir.
personally had been a teacher. Later on, I became administrator. But as a teacher, it was my endeavor always that students should, they may not be very good scholarly writing, but they should write original. That is more important. If a student is write something original, something, he has a chance or she has a chance to write better in future. Nobody can be a scholar on day one. When we write papers, we know how difficult it is. You write paper, you send it to journal, it is rejected most of the time. 99 times out of 100 it is rejected. So we must be patient enough to improve ourselves. And this is what I think should be, I would say, even inculcated in the school itself, so that we get better stuff. I am from Delhi University, so I always used to get the cream. All the cream that was coming from all over India, it was coming to me. So I didn't do much, I as University of Delhi, we don't have to do much, because already you people have done so much, and the best people are coming, So people who are getting 100%, 99%, they are all coming to us. So we didn't have to do much, we get the name, but all the labor has been done by you. So therefore I would say in the beginning that we are all very thankful to you wonderful teachers.
How
who
good,
really
sir.
sent these
We are so humbled
So-
कि आप हमारे efforts को कहीं ना कहीं इतना खूबसूरत रूप दे रहे हैं, and I think it means a lot to each of us. And sir, आपको एक चीज़ मैं और बताऊं, as per all the educators here, I'm sure are doing it, as per Education 4.0 and Industry 4.0 skills required, collaborative work is a very, very important skill that they are asking for. especially to reduce the gap between the school education, the university education, and the industry readiness. So every one of us is working on that, and a lot of NEP policies are also, working on the same lines. So I think we are pretty near, and with your blessings, sir, we will be nearer and proud that students, not only going to Delhi University, but all universities shall be up to the mark. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Vats ji, what would you like to say?
Educators and career builders, before I say something, we must know that this work also plays on genes as well. Most of you are not aware about the genes of Dr. Kavita Monga and Monga. Kavita Monga's father was in Indian Foreign Service, and Puneet's father was a very senior scientist and a professor of physics in University of Delhi. These people are knowing the basics of the education, and they have learnt it through experiences of their parents, and now they are spreading it without a profit motive skills. As far as career building is concerned, now it has a different shape. Young students are not going for traditional courses. They are preferring professional courses, and on those professional courses, if you will go to our new education policy started at the instance of our Honorable Prime Minister, interdisciplinary is the issue of today. Earlier there was that students are science students, art students and commerce students. In new education policy, now it is a chance that a student of Sanskrit can study law. A student of Hindi can study chemistry and physics. So in schools also you have to focus in the different kind of combinations, so that when the students will go out from the school to the college, he should not feel any difficulty. So I congratulate all of them, and Kavita especially, who has called us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So sir, जो आप interdisciplinary की बात कर रहे हैं, we are taking a lot of care, but yes, we are also facing a lot of challenges, because बच्चों को मतलब I, without the software, honestly go crazy remembering the courses. At this point in age, my rote memory is going bad, and seriously 1500 universities plus the Indian universities, each university under each discipline has, I think, at least 50 courses. So finding the right combination with the aspiration and the instinctual ability, aptitude of the student, sir very rightly put in, has become a bigger challenge and a bigger, I would say, responsibility on all of us. So I take that privilege that we also mentor teachers and educators on the same, so that at times the various combinations available should be introduced to the students well. I absolutely take your point, sir. I absolutely take your point, sir. So can we have Mr. Saxena? I pass on the question to you.
I am not from Delhi University at all. I've never seen Delhi University ka shakal, but I had to start teaching at Delhi University as a visiting faculty. So my mother taught me that teaching is part parenting, part counseling, part consulting, part training and teaching. So experiential learning starts with your own experiential karmic experiences, that you are not just teaching, you are also transforming lives. Another thing that I experienced in Delhi University is about 60 to 70% students come from small towns, where I still remember there was a student who used to come to me and say, "Sir, meko Navy join karna hai," because I'm an ex-naval officer, and he joined Navy. And he asked me, what is the meaning of BCC? We've been through carbon, so I had to explain to him. So experiential learning starts with, in NDA it's written from boys to men. And that's what we do at universities and colleges. We're making and transforming adults. And if we give them love with teaching, that is experiential for them. Because a lot of children are coming from maybe very rich families, but their parents are illiterate. And they are not unable to, construct their dreams with their parents. So you become a parent there. So, and we are living in an experiential era. WhatsApp is there, internet is there. So we just need to guide them. We just need to be the beacons of knowledge. And as Kavita has always been saying, soft skills is very important. Respect for elders is very important. Respect for earthlings is very important. Animals as well as plants. So, and the child will discover stuff because there's so much to be discovered in the world. And there's some opportunity lying for everyone, because I personally believe that God is the CEO and all of us were built incomplete so that we need each other. And given the soft skills and the upskilling that India imparts to its children, we are becoming beautiful people. India is a beautiful country where Nostradamus already said that we are the superpower and we will be superpower. And I think lovely world outside there with Nancy driving everything at Mentorix. Thanks a lot.
सर आपकी बात से मुझे एक चीज़ याद आ गई. मेरे बच्चे यही हैं. So there used to be something, and I don't know, there was an incident, and this was an insider joke between them. So whenever any child used to explore or ask, I used to always implore them to understand. हम लोग गाड़ी में लेके जाते थे तो बोलते थे वो कौन सा कलर है, कौन सा नंबर है, पढ़ो. So everything, ये कैसे चल रहा है, वो कैसे हो रहा है, ये क्यों हो रहा है. तो ना इन्होंने एक मजाक बना रखा था. अगर कोई घर में कुछ बोलता है and then they recall and say, keep quiet. So actually the word is not too great that we used to say. So we used to say S up and let the child explore. So yes, sir, I completely agree with you. It's about exploration, and I think the exploration has to start from the soul, the values, the belief system, and from there it goes outward to the knowledge and the experiences we have. Absolutely, sir.
What I've also experienced is every college has got societies and extracurricular activities, which plays a very important part of experiential and also exploring people beyond your class. So, that is what, and colleges need to focus on those experiential societies. In actors is, for example, giving you social skills. You may be part of a physics chemistry class doing physics honors, but when you're doing part of enactors, you're learning your social skills. So experiential learning is very, very important part of extracurricular activities. Thanks.
Thank you. May I pass on the mic to Anita Gupta ji? Thank you.
So I was just taking a few words from the panel here, talking about those kids, those children who don't have the privilege to be born and brought up in the society, like we talk of urban society, Delhi or such kind of cities. So my school, I started my journey, if I say, from a very backward area. Used to be literally backward, where we have to go to the homes asking the parents to send their, especially the daughters, to school. So from there, and we started with experiential learning. So it is now a buzzword nowadays, but it was and it is indeed very close to my heart and to my school, because just bringing them to school was not something which was asked for, but it was to make them understand and to make them read and write, coming from the first generation learners. And still we have a couple of students coming from the first generation learners society. So, and how we started, I'm just sharing my experience so that you can understand. It is within each one of us, we had the huge ground. We used to give them small parts of, okay, you make your own kitchen garden. Okay, so from there they started. Okay, then you start whatever letters, whatever sentences, just share with each other. And then we were introduced to one concept which industry people must be aware of, that is called quality circles. So I'm the treasurer of Quality Circle Forum of India, and long back, 25 years back, I started this in my school. So what we are talking about problem solving, critical analysis, creative thinking, all these are aspects which have to be at the core of experiential learning. So we started teaching the students that you have to think what you are facing, what you think you are not able to learn, what you are not able to do. Just think about that and write down what you are not able to do, what you are not able to understand, and then just try to brainstorm what are the reasons behind. Whether it is the society, it is environment, it is the teaching method, or the teachers, or the family, anything, nothing is stupid. Always we have to consider that any idea coming into the mind, what we talk of AI, meta or something, it is again the brainchild of a human mind. So we can never underestimate that power, which is going to be the superpower, ever, always. So we just gave them that platform, and we are just giving, and this is what is extended, and this is what actually every school is doing. They are making them creative thinkers. They are giving them different opportunities, like of writing, of enacting, of like NEP is also talking of integration. So it's not the subjects are being taught separately. Everything is integrated. When we talk about anything, whether science, whether language, whether mathematics, is as simple an example like we say yawning. It is. So how we can take that small concept, because once I was just roaming, like going to the class, I saw the children yawning. And they were not just putting the hand. So I just didn't say anything. I just asked, okay, what do you think? Why do we yawn? Okay, what science is behind it? How is it a social impact? Then how you can put into the words, create a line or 2 lines or 4 lines on it. So there comes the aesthetic learning. So this is how we try to build in our children the best of the things so that they can adjust and cope up with any university, any college of any world. I really feel proud that my students are well placed in different parts of the world, even heading many known institutes of the world. So this is happening everywhere, not just in my school, because I have an experience of my school, so I'm sharing that. But experiential learning is actually the innovation inside the human child, inside the human brain, and which we need to just pat, because the building of character is very important. Everybody needs little applaud. So if we keep applauding these children, if we keep encouraging these children, inspiring and motivating them, then they can do wonders in life, and whatever shortcomings we feel we are not going to.
Thank you so much. So I would like to sum it up that innovation is within us, and we just have to be there along with the students and move ahead. So I would like to hear your views, sir, and your introduction also, please.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Dr. R.S. Sethi. I'm at Dean College of Dairy and Food Science Technology, the Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Ludhiana, one of the top ranked veterinary university. Ma'am, I will summarize. I will give 2 examples. The one I did at my college is like we are getting, we have a milk processing unit there. So the revenue was around close to 19 lakh. What I did is I put students there and asked them to, lead this unit. So they were more innovative. They put their efforts. Now the revenue is more than 2 crore.
Wow, that is commendable.
Students learn the business, and so I'm a die-hard fan of that hand-on practices. It's a must. Second, I got an opportunity to teach at various international universities, especially Canadian universities. So the case-based studies I always admire. We give them real hypothetical problems and let them solve in any way, but put them in a bigger framework. It could be the integration, it could be the interdisciplinary, but we were discussing, and it will be innovative, 100%.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir.
So we have to be, there is, the national bodies controlling the course curriculum in India, but they don't stop us how to teach. So it's up to us how we are innovative, how we engage students. That depends on that is the real duty of a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So engagement and the teacher learning practices is, I think, the key, sir, is like to indicate us, and thank you so much for that, sir. So please.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. P.V. Rao. I am coming from Chandigarh. I represent a training academy. I quickly would like to put on 4 points. So we have been talking about AI, right? So let us focus on teaching ethical use of AI tools so that the children would be aware of how we can make use of AI tools. So we can't escape using AI tools. And secondly, I would like to put forth the Menti-Mentor concept starting from the schools. So it will help the teachers and the students as well. And also we should focus on facilitating the students to learn in their path to learn various things. And of course, capacity building up on soft skills we have been talking about. So we have trained more than 15,000 government employees on soft skills. So soft skills are necessary at every stage, in fact. So there are abundance of knowledge resources available for all the educators, whether student or teachers or trainers or everybody. So let us make use of all the knowledge resources available. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. सर, आप संस्कृत के माध्यम से हमें बताएं, क्योंकि नहीं संस्कृत के भाषा के थ्रू नहीं, पर आपसे ज़रूर जानना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि जननी रही है संस्कृत, और कैसे इसने इनोवेशन को आज रूप लेके इसका आज बच्चों को बढ़ावा दिया है.
Namaste to everyone. Actually, I am professor, a retired professor from the traditional Sanskrit university, that is Lal Bahadur Shastri, very famous. So we had students from very different areas. इसलिए मैं इसको कह रहा हूँ कि if we are getting a student from remote area, it is very easy to teach them. And if we are getting a student from Delhi University or colleges from Delhi University, it is little difficult to teach them. If we are getting students from neighboring university, that is Jawaharlal Nehru University, it is very difficult to teach them. What is reason behind them? इसके पीछे के कारण को आप समझें तो कालिदास ने लिखा है शैशवेभ्यस्त विद्या नाम, जो आप कर रहे हैं स्कूलिंग जिसकी जैसी होती है उसी के अनुसार उनका डेवलपमेंट होता है. बहुत मुश्किल होता था जेएनयू से आए स्टूडेंट को ट्रेडिशनल विषयों को बताना, क्योंकि उनकी सोच बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होती है. भगवत गीता में कहा है नहीं ज्ञानेन सदृशम पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत् स्वयं योग संसिद्धा कालेन आत्मनि विन्दति. मैंने इस दुनिया में सबसे बड़ी कोई चीज है वहां तो पवित्र कहा. पवित्र का मतलब ऐसा निर्भय बनाने वाली कोई वस्तु है तो वो है ज्ञान, नॉलेज. लेकिन वो ज्ञान प्राप्त कैसे होता है उसके लिए नीचे की लाइन में कहा तत्स्वयं योग संसिद्धा कालेन आत्मनि विन्दति. उसके लिए योग संसिद्ध होना चाहिए, यौगिक पावर चाहिए. उसके लिए कितनी वैल्यूज, कितने मेडिटेशन, कितने तप की जरूरत होती, तपस की जरूरत होती है. आज के स्टूडेंट बिल्कुल उसको करने को तैयार नहीं है. इसलिए आपको बताऊं, जिस स्टूडेंट में हमने अपने गौरव को नहीं समाहित किया, अपने कल्चर के बारे में नहीं बताया, अपने ट्रेडिशन के बारे में, परंपरा के गौरव बोध को नहीं बताया, वो ट्रेडिशन को फॉलो नहीं करता तो न ट्रेडिशन का रहता है न मॉडर्न बन पाता है. आज के स्टूडेंट इतने भ्रमात्मक स्थिति में हैं, उनको ठीक करने के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है. और हमारे यहाँ की शुरू से ही विद्या जो वैदिक परंपरा में रही, ज्ञानम भारह क्रियाम बिना, नॉलेज अगर प्रयोगात्मक नहीं है तो वो जस्ट भार है। ऐसा शुरू में रहा। एक छोटी सी घटना, समय नहीं है मेरे पास, बहुत विषय थे, लेकिन छोटी सी बात बताऊंगा। जीवक का एक दृष्टांत दूंगा। तक्षशिला विश्वविद्यालय के बारे में सब जानते हैं। आयुर्वेद में एक विद्यार्थी सारी कक्षाओं को पास करके जब पास हो जाता है, उत्तीर्ण हो जाता है, गुरु के पास जाता है, गुरु से कहता है कि मेरी शिक्षा पूर्ण हो गई। तो उन्होंने कहा हाँ, विद्वानों ने आपको घोषित कर दिया कि आप अब आचार्य हो गए। आचार्य शब्द बड़ा पर्टिकुलर है। आचिनोति जः शास्त्रार्थान स्वयं आचरते च यः, माने पहले नॉलेज को जानना, फिर उसको एडॉप्ट करना, अपने जीवन में उतारना, वो आचार्य कहलाता। उसके आचरण के द्वारा सिखाना, केवल स्पीच से नहीं, एक्शन से, वो आचार्य होता है। तो कहा आपको आचार्य घोषित करना बाकी है। आप परीक्षा पास कर लिए, ये कुदाल लीजिए और इस जंगल में आपको 6 महीने का समय देते हैं। आप खोज करके उस औषधि को ले आइए जिसका मेडिकल में यूज नहीं होता है, आयुर्वेद में जिसका प्रयोग नहीं होता हो। 6 महीने के बाद वो आता है खाली हाथ, कहता है कि कोई भी ऐसा प्लांट हमें दिखा ही नहीं जिसका गुण धर्म आयुर्वेद में प्रयुक्त न होता हो, दवा के रूप में उसका इस्तेमाल न होता हो। हर औषधि, हर वनस्पति दवा के रूप में इस्तेमाल हो सकती है। तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक, अब आप आचार्य हो गए, आपने प्रमाणित कर दिया। मतलब है कि पूरे नॉलेज यहाँ का आपने गेन कर लिया। अब आगे वो चले जाते हैं। आगे जैसे जाते हैं, बिंबिसार के समय की बात है, बिंबिसार ने सुना ऐसे एक आयुर्वेद